everyone, welcome to your first video about protein synthesis. For the first part of the video, we are going to talk about a little bit of review. So what is DNA? What is RNA? What are amino acids? And what are proteins? So you might have noticed this is called protein synthesis. The whole point of this is to be making proteins. So here's your review. DNA and RNA are two different things. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. DNA is in a double helix shape, which you can see right here. RNA is in a single helix shape, which you can see here. In DNA, you have the base pairs A with T, or adenine with thymine, and G with C, guanine with cytosine. In RNA, you have different bases. We don't have thymine in RNA. Instead, we have uracil. So adenine and uracil go together. Guanine and cytosine kind of go together too. Another thing for you to note is that DNA is found in the nucleus, and RNA can be found in different parts of the cell depending on what's going on. So when it is being copied from your DNA, it's going to be in the nucleus, of course. That's actually where mRNA starts its life, and then it leaves out of the nucleus, and it then goes to a ribosome in the cytoplasm to then be made into protein. So that's kind of cool. Next up, what are amino acids? You might remember these words from the macromolecules module that we did. Amino acids are the monomers or the building blocks of proteins. The proteins are all made up of amino acids. And in fact, there are 20 different types of amino acids in human proteins. So you can see this is a chart of the different amino acids. So you could kind of see from this little diagram that amino acids are really everywhere. Every little thing that is living has amino acids and also has proteins, and you can see they're very important. So humans have them, plants, animals, fungus, bacteria. Every living thing has amino acids that make up their proteins. Speaking of proteins, what are they and why do they matter? Well, you might remember this slide from back when we did macromolecules, but proteins have many different functions, such as speeding up reactions in our bodies, helping provide structure, helping carry oxygen, all sorts of different jobs that proteins have. They're very important to our bodies. And so the main thing that we're going to do here is actually talk about how we go from DNA to RNA to amino acids and eventually to folded proteins, because that is the whole point of protein synthesis. So it actually turns out DNA gives the instructions to make the proteins that help keep us alive. Thanks for listening.